Ain't no music too.
Oh, you're right. I did it again.
Y'all is crazy. Look, it's sparkle like it's about to be another one.
Hopefully it play.
You found one of the men bashing videos, Tim?
What's that?
You
Welcome
found
to the depths, the place to be. When no topic is too controversial, you'll see. Join the man, Tim. Let's talk for a while on the Clips Podcast
You
Show.
know I'm trying
Make
my
you
best to get
smile.
those, get you riled up.
Where the fun never
All I need is JT to come on.
We'll dive
JT will
into
get
topics, make new best friends. So grab a seat, get ready to go on the Clips Podcast Show. Let's enjoy the flow. We'll discuss the latest trends and news. Laugh and debate, leave your feels. Tim the man is your host. We'll keep the energy high. Putting tunes and stories that will touch the sky.
What happened? Oh, Smoke, you blacked out on me. Where you go?
Yeah, I was having problems connecting.
You got the Mace glasses, the clear Mace glasses on tonight too.
These are my these my real glasses. Ain't no Mace here.
Uh-huh.
These are bifocals for real, Jack. I look like Bo Deep now.
Ooh,
Bo Deep, you how your glasses look?
I lost my glasses. I can't even talk right now.
look at Smoke.
You can't be
Ooh,
fighting
look,
everybody
Smoke
in
got
North
his
Carolina.
glasses on too. He's switching up on us, y'all.
There you go,
He
Smoke.
might act different tonight. Come on, let's get this topic.
Hey, look here. Hey, look here. Hey,
We're going to get that Hebrew Israelite tonight, Jazz.
Hey, tell them, Monique. Tell them
y'all
what we
better make sure
learned.
y'all know y'all gotta have y'all Bibles. Don't be sitting up here without no Bible. You already know it. Hey, check this out. When you put glasses on, don't that make you smarter automatically?
Y'all crazy.
You automatically smarter when you put glasses on, right? Look, that's why
You know
Smoke did that.
what? I'm
Go get
sick
your
of it.
glasses, Jazz.
You
It'll
want
make
me
you
to?
smarter. It'll make you smarter.
Let me go get them real quick.
What's
That is
up?
stupid.
What's up, world out there? This is Clips Podcast. We got a good show for y'all tonight. We got some extra guests tonight. Oh, there you go. See, that's what happened. We got some extra guests tonight, and we got a good topic. You know, hold on. We got somebody. Y'all gonna hear this. What's up, man? Where you at?
Top on now.
Okay, come on. Oh yeah. Here he come.
I
You
just
better
knew he
run,
was
Miss Calhoun. You better run. Here come the man.
I just knew he was going to say hospital. I was waiting on it.
Man. What?
Hey, if y'all mention that y'all on your own, you on your own if you mention that. I ain't getting to that. I'm a podcast host. I ain't a referee.
Y'all
Say
is
finna jump on
crazy.
right now. I ain't gonna start the topic till he jump his butt on. So he say he coming on. But you know, yeah, as I was saying, welcome to the Clips Podcast Show. If you haven't liked or subscribed, please do so. Wherever it's at. Like and subscribe. And we should have a good show. Go to YouTube at Clips Podcast, the acronym at Clips Podcast Show. You can listen in, join, and comment. All right, let me see what I got here. JT, he thinks, man, I tell you.
May I go to the restroom, please? Sure, go ahead.
I didn't want to jump on without him coming on. Oh, there you go. Here y'all go, Mr. JT Burns. JT Burns.
He got that camera on.
Hey,
Though.
JT, look who I brung for you. Look who I brung for you, JT.
Like, look at
You see that person right there?
I see Jazz.
Hey,
I see you.
look through your romper room glass.
Not doing it tonight, bro.
She not on that tonight, JT. She not on it tonight. We don't
know
even know
that
what the
question.
topic is. We supposed to have a man bashing topic.
Yeah. This is a man bashing topic to see
Oh,
if
come
they
on
can
with
handle
it.
it. See if they can
Look,
handle it.
JT, yeah, with a hood over this one.
Let's get the. Let's
He's
get
looking real young today.
Now, y'all got to bear with me because I'm gonna be actually going through the video, stopping and getting to other stuff because we got more than one topic tonight. Check
Well,
that
come
out.
on with
I
it.
doubled it up. So let's go.
All right.
Well, clip to the clips, the place to.
I played the music again. Not the music. That's the video.
You need to take them glasses off because they're not.
Welcome to your favorite news network, the Dusty News Network. You know where Negro news comes first, and I'm so excited to be your host today. Breaking news. Guys, I've seen a lot of unorthodox relationships. I mean, just look at Neo. Neo right now has 3 or 4 wives or girlfriends, and it's completely okay for him. It's a little unconventional, but it happens. Then there are people who are in alternative lifestyle relationships like gay, lesbian, trans. That's something different. But this one takes the cake. There is a brother out there who is dating a white lady. Okay, that's not so uncommon in 2025. But you want to know what's uncommon as hell? The dude is in a relationship with a white young lady. Now he's clapping her mom's cheeks at the same time. They are in the same relationship, both of them. Bruh. But wait, there's more.
Stop it. Get some help.
No, seriously, there's more. This guy has both of these women pregnant at the same time.
What?
It's a beautiful thing, mother and daughter sharing the same husband and baby daddy. You know, it's such a beautiful thing.
It's not often that a mom and daughter are pregnant at the same time, let alone by the same man, but we wouldn't want things to be any other way. So when I found out that my mom was pregnant and by the same man as me, you know, honestly it was unexpected because again, we weren't trying at all for a baby, but I just I don't think there was ever a moment in my mind where, you know, I was upset about it. It was pure joy and bliss for me, to know that I get to carry a baby alongside the woman who birthed me. And that our baby's gonna share that, you know, DNA from the same man. And, you know, he's been so supportive and sweet, and I couldn't imagine things any other way now.
I really crave the sweet and salty. And so, I mean, anything from potato chips dipped in ice cream to pizza drizzled with chocolate. I try to get Nick to...
Of course, it had to be a brother with some braids, the most stereotypical kind of pookie that you can see. Okay, I'm not hating on him. I'm just saying though, bruh. Then the thing that I want to know is this. Is the grandma, her kid is going to be the sister to his other kid with her daughter. So basically the mom is going to be having a child. So the child will be the sister of the daughter's kid and also the aunt of the daughter's kid. And also, is this the cousin?
What?
I'm confused. That's kind of, ain't that nasty? I'm saying y'all gonna be sisters and aunts and all that at the same time?
Don't worry about that. Just bear with me here. We're gonna answer that. Just get with me here. Let me see. I got another subject. Try this one.
Now, guys, let me tell you this. I've been shot down hella time. I mean, if I was as ugly as you, I would get shot down even more. But thank God, I'm as sexy as I am today.
Stop the cap.
Y'all jealous is not my fault. But have you ever gotten shot down before? I mean, a lot of guys, you know, get shot down all the time, and people really feel that men have a hard time with rejection. I mean, seriously, I think we all get shot down so much. Those of us who come from the generation trying to approach chicks, it's actually normal. But you know what's not normal? This.
You bro. You mad because I didn't give you my number? I spit in your face, so get the out of my face.
On my brother, you won't. You heard what I said, bitch. Like, okay, get out my. What's up? What's up? Get out my face. You mad because I didn't give you my number? What's wrong with you? It don't matter. Get the out my face. Get out my face. What's wrong with you? Make me. You broke. Me. You because I didn't give you my number.
That's fine.
I get what I want. Look what you got on. What's wrong with you?
Go buy your shoes.
He mad because I didn't give him my number. She mad because I didn't give you my number. What's wrong with you?
Damn, bro. Like, why you going in on the sister like that, man? And she going back and forth and all this? Because she didn't want to give you the number. Now all of a sudden she this and she that. Now I used to see that in the hood, like if you didn't be like all the time, but come on, man, in Atlanta. Now let me just say this real quick, right? Because people from Atlanta, don't get mad, but what if you was hollering and that person that you're hollering at wasn't even born a woman? that could have been worse, but it sounded like she was born a woman. And again, man, it's so many women in Atlanta that, you know, you can talk to. If somebody don't want to deal with you, hey, you know, you got to keep it pushing, man. You can't be out there doing no creepy stuff like that. Because I'm going to tell you,
I was boxing his stuff up in boxes. I was crying.
A white mom and white daughter pregnant.
We can get into that. What do y'all think? What do y'all think about this thing? Let me move this out the way. We're going to start with the first one. The first one, I need answers. We're going to get on this mama and daughter stuff. Because I guess the women can explain this one.
Okay.
What you mean?
Because we not them. We not them.
Yeah, because I can't relate to that.
We can't relate. You throw a brick in a bunch of dogs, whichever one go, that's the one that it affects. I ain't say it was you. I said we gonna ask that. My first question is, what do you think about this type of relationship where it's a black guy and he got two white women pregnant?
Nothing at all.
What I'm saying, what do you think? What do you think about the mother?
Nothing at all.
Nothing? Let's start with LYB. What you think, LYB?
I don't have an issue with interracial relationships at all, but the incest that I'm seeing, that is disturbing. That is troubling. That is a little bit disgusting. I have no idea why a mom would want to sleep with her daughter, because he definitely looks like he's closer to the daughter's age range, with her daughter's boyfriend, and then they both sitting there happy with they half sister, half grandma siblings.
Yeah, right.
It's deeply disturbing. Are we sure that's not bait?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, because they look like they had balls inside their stomachs.
Yeah, they both were pregnant. Okay, Monique, what you think on this, Monique? Where Monique go? Where my Monique go?
Hey, she didn't got so disturbed. She left.
Okay. JT, what you think about this,
where'd you
man?
go?
Brother got you up.
What do I think? I mean,
Did he
if it
hit the
works,
jackpot or the best?
no, I'll never say that. Now, maybe there's two sisters that knew how to act, I'd say he hit the jackpot. But no, I'm kidding. Like, to each his own. I mean, you know, I think just like the broadcaster said, it was a little stereotypical, a little trifling. Makes it look like the black man needs a handout and just wants to take advantage of women. You know, some sex crazed animal. But I mean, if it works for them, it works for them. They grown. Shit, what am I supposed to say?
That's true. They are grown. We can't argue that. But like she said, like LYV, is it disturbing though?
Very.
Is it
It look like
disturbing?
somebody
JT?
missed some love somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, what would possess you to engage?
Yeah, what did he say to them to get them to that point to even engage in it?
I don't think he probably said nothing because that's just how they are.
How
Like
who are?
women. Yeah, because
Who?
that's the second time I seen that. You know, I was working at this job and
What?
I was
Wait,
working.
what? You see this in real life?
Yeah, I was working at the job before they closed the store down, and the lady that was working there was sleeping with her daughter boyfriend,
Mm-hmm.
and you know he thought it was funny because they was arguing with each other about him, like, but they wasn't. They both knew they were sleeping with him,
Right.
but he was playing them like a side chick and whatever, but it was just
Oh
weird,
wow.
like. You okay with that? But she's like, well, he likes me better, yeah.
What? Then the mama, huh?
But they was all the same race though. They was all white.
Smoke, what you got on this, Smoke? What you think about this? What you got?
Oh, hell no.
What you think about this type of relationship, Smoke? Where this black man got 2 white women pregnant at the same time.
At this point in time, I cannot contribute to this conversation.
Smoke, we need your input, man. How did this dude get to the mama and the daughter?
Damn, I can't contribute. I can't contribute to the foolishness. I can't.
Jazz, where you at? How does man get both of them, Jazz? I mean, what did he say to them to get them to get to that point?
I already told you.
What you tell me?
I'm gonna do like I do you at work.
The glasses got to get raised.
Right.
Unfortunately, at this moment, I don't have an answer for you, but I can get back to you later.
Oh my goodness.
I can follow up with you later.
That
on
sounds
that
like a
question.
recording.
But then again, you can't always blame the black man because they probably came to him with it. Some people just too nasty for themselves.
That's true.
Because I just don't understand what possessed her to sit there and say, I wasn't mad. It was a blessing. That could... Baby. Ain't nothing that good in the world, Craig.
Yeah.
It was a blessing. So,
That sounds like a cult to me.
so
Yes, that's a good answer.
Yeah.
A cult. That's cult
Yeah.
cult
Because that's-
behavior.
Yeah,
you don't think the mother and the daughter like talk this out and map this out? I mean, what kind of relationship do they have? Knowing that they about to have a baby?
they probably about to kill him. Or, he probably got some money or something.
No, not no brother with 2 white women. I don't think he got no bread.
Or maybe they're going to get famous off of whatever they're doing and then get rid of him.
I think y'all are placing too much emphasis on the relationship with the mother and the daughter, because I know each and every person on this panel knows one person who done got multiple cousins or sisters pregnant from the neighborhood. Or y'all don't sit there and place that judgment on that person who done got all the sisters and cousins from the neighborhood. Y'all want to jump off?
I don't know any.
No, he said he got multiple sisters and cousins pregnant. One person?
Yeah, one person.
No, I never seen that.
I haven't.
I don't believe it.
Nobody never seen that?
No,
not
at all.
It'd be Maury and Jerry Springer every other day. You tell me half them dudes was from Cleveland that was on that show, and y'all don't know nobody.
Oh, so we thought that was fake.
No, I actually know some of them cats that was on there. As a matter of fact, I had a homie that was sleeping with a mother and a daughter, but the mother was a crackhead.
Well, I guess you was talking about you. No,
I mean, I'm saying, you know somebody. Wait a minute, Jazz. You told a story about somebody in your family was talking to a dude, and then another cousin came up. It was about to be. I remember all of it because you be having them hood tales. But the point I'm trying to make is everybody knows somebody that got multiple women pregnant that may have been in some relation. That's all I'm saying. It's not as uncommon as we think. It's uncommon when it's a mother and a daughter, I think, but whatever.
Yeah, I think that's the part that's most disturbing is that the mother and daughter. Like you could have a cousin on your mom's side and your cousin on your father's side, and I like them, well, I like them too, and you find out later. But like,
see, boom,
right? Mom, daughter, same house.
Accountable for all of these things.
What'd you say, Jess?
When are we gonna hold the man accountable? Because the man was out here poking it and stroking it,
and they allowed him. There was no do not enter sign on that. They welcomed him. Please come through, and he did in a big way twice.
Monique, what's your thoughts on this? Because I don't know what to say. I just can't agree with this.
And where did you find this at?
Don't you worry about that. You just answer the question.
I've been having technical difficulties. I don't even know what's going on at this point. I'm just here.
You seen the video?
What?
You seen the video?
What
the
the
question
black
is,
dude with the two mom and daughter pregnant?
What's the question?
the question is,
What do you think about it?
yeah, is that normal? Is that acceptable? Is that moral? Is that what you got?
I ain't got hoes gonna be hoes in every generation. I mean,
What?
I don't really know.
You call the mama and the daughter what?
Well, I don't really know what to say about it. I mean,
You call the mama and the daughter a hoe?
what else can we say about it? I mean, you want me to come up with some nice
could
words?
be Mormons.
They could be Mormons.
Yeah,
I've been reading up on the Mormon culture. They don't do that.
they don't do that.
They don't do that. That's not in their bylaws.
Okay. They don't go past that. Well, I tell you what, dear Monique, since you're good at this, explain to me what's the relationship of the mama's kid and the daughter's kid. What they gonna be, cousins? What's the relationship? I'm confused.
They're gonna be
Can
sibling
anybody
cousins.
explain this? They gonna be what?
Sibling cousins. Like that's
No, that's
my
not it,
sister.
Jay.
No,
That's
they're
not
not gonna
it.
be cousins.
That's
They
my
go-
sister. But that's your cousin. Like
No. That's gonna be the baby mom. That's gonna be the daughter's sister, and
Yeah, and
the
her
and her auntie and her baby's auntie.
oh, that's too much.
Ain't no cousin. That's a sister and an
much?
auntie,
That's
That
too
ain't no
much.
cousin?
I can't
and that's
keep
her
up.
grandma and her auntie. The
That's
daughter's
too-
baby that's gonna be her grandma and her auntie, and the mama baby that's gonna be her sister and her niece.
That's too much.
It's too much. It's too much.
I can't.
This is what
I
you
can
call a
barely keep up with the black people in our family tree. That's way too much.
this is what you call a pure shit show.
But they condoned it though.
They enjoy it, so they probably do it together.
I got a question for the gentleman. Like, isn't this like y'all fantasy to get a mama and a daughter? Like, ain't that y'all fantasy anyway? Like,
No.
nobody's fantasy.
Not me.
I don't know. He kind of dipped back over there. He jumped off the camera.
No, when she asked that let me know she's some kin to you. She asked that she's some kin to Michelle. Acting stuff
I'm
like
just checking. We checking
Miss Lee-
stereotypes. I'm just
Men have a fantasy of having a menage a trois, being with two women, but not mother and daughter. No one says this is on my bucket list. Mom and daughter, gotta go for that, and make sure they're extra white. That's not on our bucket list. Crispy, I like extra white, please. No, that's not how it happens.
oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Flash cook my chicken. Flash cook my chicken.
Miss
Hey, y'all is out of line.
Miss LYV, I got the answer for you because you were saying that you were saying if the cousin over here is all right with the cousin over here and all this.
That's crazy. I'm done.
I got the answer for you. It's in Leviticus chapter 18, verse 6.
Hold on, Tim. Wait, let me go get my Bible. You want?
Here we go.
You know you're supposed to have that sitting in front of you.
Hold on.
Here we go.
You know you're supposed to have that tool in front of you. You know how I do it.
I've been drinking. I can't have.
Oh, well, you a little cross at it the end of the day. You ain't. You a little cross at it. You just hold on and let me give it to y'all.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say it right now. Just let me.
Here you go. This is why you don't supposed to mess with your cousin. Leviticus 18:6, chapter 6, it say, none of you shall approach to any that is near to kin to him to uncover their nakedness. I'm the Lord. God said you don't supposed to touch none of your cousins, even in an intermarried. Like if you somebody married, then you find out now y'all kin, you don't supposed to marry them. You don't supposed to mess with them. So like she said though, white people they do.
Unless the husband died, and that man had a wife, and his wife ain't had no children, the brother is to marry her.
Yeah, that's true. That's how it used to be.
Okay.
That is true.
That's,
but I think a lot of
Old
us.
Testament or the New Testament?
The Old Testament.
The Old Testament.
Okay.
Now, I don't think in today's society, we men now we looking to take on our brothers' wives. We cool on that.
That sounds like a lot of responsibility that I didn't ask for.
Well, yeah. So I don't think most guys will be like, I seen my brother's wife. I don't want her. So dealing with.
So just to recap, menage a trois good, but within family bad. Okay, got it.
Whoa. I didn't pass the good or bad judgment on it. I just said men have thought about that, and that's so I didn't say it's good or bad. Now look here, Miss Liv. I know this is your first night on here. A lot of people words about my mouth.
She jumping out the tree.
Yeah, I didn't say menage a trois was good or bad. I said that most men fantasize about that. I ain't passed no good or bad label on that.
Wait a minute now. It's your first time being
Yeah, because this.
Well, I say you better find yourself.
Man, no, I passed. It is what it is. I ain't passed no labels.
He say he passed it. So dealing with the brother that got rejected by the girl. I gotta ask y'all women this because I know this happened to y'all. Let me ask y'all just a question. Each one of y'all women, how many times a day you think you get hit on the average?
I don't
get hit on anymore.
Huh?
I don't get hit on anymore.
Oh, girl, go back. Go ahead. Who's next? All women get hit on. How many times a day, Jay?
I don't be outside, but I be real nice to folks. I be
Monique,
nice
how
to
many
folks,
times
but
a
they
day?
nice to me.
Monique,
I be the one doing the hitting, so I don't know.
You the one.
You gotta be on the phone with her. She be like, "You look handsome. You smell so good, sir." They be like, "Thank you." She said, "You welcome."
Well, Monique, look here. You down there in North Carolina. You better not come to Cleveland with that mess. I'm hitting on these men. They're a little more dangerous to be doing that with them. That is down there. Y'all country folks come up. You can't do that in this city. You have to talk to Jazz before you come over here and do it all. She'll feel you.
Girl, keep your head low. Look to the ground. Don't make eye contact.
Right. Don't even look.
So let me ask y'all this: Why do men? Why do men call y'all out y'all name? Because y'all don't give them their number. I mean,
y'all tell us y'all the man.
I was about to say y'all the man. Y'all gotta answer that question.
Look at Smoke. Smoke like he got an answer ready.
Go ahead, Smoke. Why do men call women out their name just because she turns them down?
I don't know.
Because they thought they was that nigga, and they found out they wasn't.
It don't necessarily got to be that.
That's exactly what it is.
You see, they think that nigga, so they get turned down. They upset
because they think they was the flies in the room, and then when the flies or somebody turn them down, they can't understand it.
They can't handle it, is what you say.
Oh,
yeah, they can't understand it.
I got the answer.
Go ahead. What you got?
Because they daddies and they taught them what rejection was like.
I gotta rebuttal.
I second that. Mm-hmm.
Wait, what?
They was on the football team with the coach. They couldn't cuss them out the way they were supposed to be cussed out.
No.
Telling him, don't say that.
Oh, Monique, I reject your deposit. I'm gonna tell you why. Because you just consider some fraudulent ass currency. I'm gonna tell you why. These weak ass people do that shit. It's not because they were raised their single daddy or their daddy didn't teach them. They were probably raised by a single ass woman who gave him everything that he wanted, spoiled his ass, and he's not used to it. Let me finish my point, please, because I'm rejecting your deposit. Like I said, he was probably raised by a single woman who gave him spoiled ass everything he wanted. And when he goes to another woman, trying to encompass that woman like, oh, this is probably just like my mama, and gets rejected, he don't know how to handle it because he hasn't been taught how to be a man. Real men don't call a woman a bitch because she said, no, thank you, I'm not interested, or I have a boyfriend, I'm married. A real man be like, oh, you have a good day, sweetheart, and walks the fuck away. You understand what I'm saying? That's what a real man does. A weak-ass, childish-ass boy who hasn't been raised right is the one that goes off and uses that language.
You said that because that was my next question.
How you just reject my deposit and you said the exact same thing with different verbiage, bro? I just said that. I literally
Rejected.
just said they didn't have no
It's
daddy
fun.
to teach them.
Stop it.
AKA
You said
raised by their own mama. I just said that, bro.
Raised by their
How
mama.
you reject it and I just said it.
Grandma.
Jazz, what you got, Jazz?
She did just say that.
I don't want to reject.
No,
I
she
just
said
want to jump in.
She did.
That's what she said. A daddy that didn't teach them how to be a man. That's what she did.
It's the same thing because if a father wasn't present, how can they learn?
You said daddy didn't teach them. I'm not deaf. Tim, roll it back. We need to this motherfucker.
We can't talk about rolling no cameras back because if we start talking about rolling cameras back, everybody gonna be mad up in this joint.
You know what?
So
That's
hold
crazy because
up,
that was my
hold
next
up.
question. Who do you think this guy was raised by acting like that? And JT went right into it.
And I want to go. I had
Go
that's
ahead.
why I
You
had
got
a
it.
notion. I had a
The
hand
floor
up.
is yours. Go ahead.
I had a hand up because I want to say that's a fail. Because you can't assume it was raised by a woman. Because I've had that happen to me by a couple of men that I know that were raised by their fathers. A couple men I know that had a 2-parent household and that had that happen to me before. So therefore, you can't say it's just because of a woman. You understand? I've had that happen to me with guys who were supposed to be father, supposed to be a part of these deacon boards and Muslim fathers and all these different things. Yes, I've had that happen. So I don't want to say, I'm gonna say I agree 50%, but the other 50 that ain't all legit. You can't say they was raised by a single mother. No. I teach my kids rejection. We talk about rejection all the time, baby. We ain't got the time for that. We ain't about to be disrespectful. So you can't really use that. I will give you 50% of that,
Give me
JT. But I
75.
have experienced
Go
the
75.
other half.
Go 75.
Huh?
Give me 75.
No.
Come on.
I've had it happen too
Give me
many
75.
times.
You can't give him 75, Jazz?
Give me 75 on that.
So, Jazz, let me ask you this. Why do you think these young men act like that, though? So what do you think that's coming from? What do y'all think that's coming from?
A lack of emotional intelligence, number one. Also, JT
Somebody's
did
TV
say
on
it.
somebody's TV is feedback.
So much.
Smoke.
I
Monique.
ain't got no TV on.
Smoke, is that your it's kicking into the mic. Whatever somebody watching.
Hold on, it's probably mine.
Okay.
Turn the TV off.
My TV
I will say number one, a lack of emotional intelligence. That's number one. Because a lot of times when these guys be like this, their fathers be grown men that be like this, be 40 some years old, still acting like that when a woman don't want to talk to them. I've had that as well. So I would say I gotta give JT 50% because it be a lot of men out here raising their sons with that attitude, and then you hear them talking to their sons. I've seen it on the football field. One little boy, his name begin with an L. I can't say his full name. His father was in and out of jail, and when women reject him, when I rejected him, oh, he was so upset, but he didn't call me out my name. But when another parent rejected him, we were at a football event that was like at like a bar or something they was raising money for. He dogged the mess out of this woman, talked about her clothes, everything, because she didn't want to talk to him. This is a 40. Well, no, he 51. He 51, and he talked like that around his son. You get what I'm saying? So it's like,
no,
I really don't know. I think it's the mentality, how they raised, where they been, their background. Like I said, he was in prison, in and out of jail for a long time.
No,
I think a lot of that has to do with that.
I think y'all kind of saying the same thing. I know you said 50-50, but I'm saying it could be that, like you said, dude, 51 still acting like this. This guy we just seen, he looked like he was about 19, 20 years old, acting like this. Some of that stuff, even though they had a 2-parent household, could be a generational hand down. I mean that, like you saying, Jazz, even though a man was there, he might not even been taught right.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? He wasn't reared under a father that was, stern and had the upbringings of what a man figure really looked like. So it could be generational hand down. I don't think neither one of y'all are wrong. I just think that it could have been a guy that's older.
I'm gonna agree with JT with this because I've heard some mothers be like, she don't want to talk to you. Fuck that bitch then. Sorry, I mean to cuss like that. Mm-hmm. And I've heard mothers say that, like, you ain't got to talk to her. And then instead of just having that conversation with her son, her son takes those words and
Right.
use those words instead of just putting that in the back of his mind and say, well, if I get rejected,
Right.
don't handle it. Just say, okay.
Right.
Instead, he's using those words, fuck you then, bitch. He's using what his mama said.
Yeah,
So
so
I
he-
will give, you get what I'm saying? So I've heard that as well, and I've seen that happen.
So he's using that as a deflection, a mechanism to war. This is the, if you don't give me your number, then I'm gonna make you pay. So he's doing it all wrong, like JT said. He's doing it absolutely all wrong. As a man, like JT said, you should be like, well, thank you. You have a nice day, and walk off, not all that. So he's using a deflection for being a man about it.
I feel like Shopaholic got something to say.
Yeah, because the overall picture everybody is missing is pay attention to the surroundings, first of all. How would this have happened differently if he was not in public and shut down? Because then that is an embarrassment.
Okay, that's what
So
it was.
it's like you embarrass me publicly. So when people get embarrassed publicly, think about a person on the job when your manager is disrespecting you in front of a lot of people. You're automatically going to feel like the manager is trying to make a show out of you, so you're going to disrespect your manager. You see what I'm trying to say?
Right.
So it's more so maybe, and another thing is you don't know if he ever been rejected. So to
Everybody's been rejected. In
Well,
some
I don't
form or
know,
manner,
'cause-
we all been told no, rejected.
Well, I never been rejected because I never tried to talk to nobody.
But I'm saying you ain't never, when you was a kid, and you was about 7
No.
years old, 8, and used to do check the box, yes or no, you my boyfriend, and the dude turned you down
No.
in school.
Because I never had to do that.
First off, she's a thug. I don't know why y'all don't know that.
Everybody got the no rejection.
Well, I got to know,
She's
but I
a
need to
thug
check
that can decorate very well.
He said, "Thug,
There's
that
a
can
song about her, be like, Tina, listen. That's
Monique, you ever been rejected in school with the check yes or no?
No,
No,
I didn't
'cause
check it.
I didn't start doing the check yes or no until adulthood. So I
Oh
can't.
my goodness.
Girl,
Late
girl,
on
It's
that.
fun now.
girl,
Come
save
on.
it. Save
You
it.
the dog getting checked? No.
Now it's fun. But when I was in high school, when I was a kid, I was a good girl. I wasn't into boys and all that when I was growing up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's how I was.
I
was
got
a town
checked
boy.
no. He said because I was fat, but he liked my long hair.
Oh my goodness.
His name was Andre. Andre Love. If you out there listening, Andre Love, that's why I ain't called
And
you
then
back
you gonna
after
remember
me on that
his
date.
whole
Because I
name.
remember that. He asked me on a date 2 years ago and I went just because. Just
What?
because.
You
just
went?
because. And I went and he's shorter than me. He a little bit shorter than me too now. So I couldn't wait till I saw him. I was like, remember you ain't like me when I was younger? You told me you wrote me that letter and said I had nice long hair, but I was fat. That's why you were my boyfriend. I was in the 4th grade at
Let it
Grace
go.
Young
No, I
Elementary.
didn't heard it all.
Let it go. It's okay.
What?
Smoke, you got something to say to this, Smoke?
I was
Smoke,
at Grace
what
Young
you got,
Elementary.
man?
On
Smoke,
Lee
what you got to
Road.
this, man?
Hey, she
You
is
ever been
crazy.
told no, Smoke, with the check yes or no box? Jazz
No.
going back and doing Snapchat on people.
Jovan Griffin, the same.
Oh my god.
5th grade. And I wasn't even fat. That
Hey,
bad.
y'all is funny, man.
This is crazy. I would Smoke. Go ahead, man. I wasn't expecting this, Smoke.
I'm having flashbacks. JT, leave me alone.
I see.
Because when I got to 6th grade, I became a hot stepper and I lost all that. And I was
You all right?
Man, y'all is
Everybody been told no before, man. Everybody gonna be on this podcast talking.
probably been food.
No, you just didn't know.
I didn't ask to get out. Oh no.
No.
I'm the type of
Never.
person that I don't because I'll be able to blame you. So I came into your truth because I know I'm a
and your cousin listening to you say,
she know I and I'm a
And she too. She a psych-
she look real. Tired.
I
over
deal
there.
with in the end. I just failed.
Have you had before? I just want to know.
But I will. Conversation is very because it's an issue country. Bring it up.
What smoke?
Wait.
You need to let me point. She had a point. Go
Wait.
ahead. Oh, your point, man.
This country has a misogyny problem. The men in this country, not every man, of course, but overwhelmingly, they don't respect women. This is why we make lists. This is why.
Smoke is your show. Smoke, you run the show.
Smoke, we ain't talking about the Hebrew Israelites. We ain't talking about y'all.
But you are absolutely right because men are becoming jealous of women. They're becoming jealous of women because they feel as though we are becoming the man in our shoes. Because ever since no, you gonna let me talk. Ever since my reel been going viral.
Let's hear her out. Hold on.
I keep hearing, I'm getting messages from men that's telling me to be a woman. You done F this up and you can't do this. You're doing that wrong. You're doing. Why are you so concerned? You see what I'm saying? And because I know I'm doing an excellent job. Is that you need to go put some pants on and go to work and take the skirt off. So now I'm making you feel less of a man in your shoes, and that's why instead of men being the men, they want to be women to get mad when a woman has became masculine and can do what you can do, and now I don't need you anymore. So this is why they don't respect us.
So y'all saying y'all don't need men?
No, I never said that. What I'm saying is it's becoming to the point where we are becoming masculine in our shoes, so we don't have a choice.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Here we go.
Here
we go.
No, we don't have a choice.
Don't get me started. No, don't get me started with this. No.
Come on, smoke. No.
You've been quiet this whole time. Yeah, you gotta respond. Come on.
Serious. Somebody gotta say wait. Let him respond.
Wait. Before you respond, Smoke and Tim. This is the part. You remember when we had that Bible study, and I told y'all it was gonna be a part where I stepped out. This that part.
No, don't do that now. No, don't do that part. No.
Okay, Smoke, come on. Monique, be quiet, Monique. Be quiet. Come on, Smoke.
I got the juice. I can't quote scripture right now. No, I'm out.
Smoke,
what you got, Smoke?
Go, Smoke.
Smoke, go ahead. You got the flow, Smoke.
Oh my God, y'all are funny.
Ladies, let's get this understood first. Okay, so
say you speaking for yourself. Now go ahead.
No, let's get this understood first of all. Okay. Where you sit now and what you have now and what you ever could accomplish now is because men let you do it.
I don't think so.
You did nothing on your own. You couldn't have the right to have now without letting the men approve it. You couldn't do it. I don't care what you say. You know what I'm saying? It's right. There's nothing you can say. You can't have women's rights without men approving it.
That's not true.
Everything that you sleep on, drive, walk, work, and everything has been accomplished by men. The world that you say is bad for you has been accomplished by men. Everything in your life has been basically accomplished by men. Ain't no misogynistic man stopping you from doing anything. You can't do anything without us. So let's stop the BS, man, because it's not making sense.
I did everything in my life without a man.
Wait. What he's saying is, I'm about to bring it full circle.
That he delivered an egg, a seed. Because I did all this.
We're going to put you on timeout. Now listen.
You'll be muted.
What he trying to say is this.
Yeah, trying to. Clarify, please.
What he is saying is correct. We didn't have women's rights. We didn't have any rights to work or to do the things that we do until it was voted on by men. Is what he's trying to say. He's taking.
No, I get that.
We're
But
not
they
saying
voted
that
it because they knew that the men was falling off, so they needed women to pick up the slack.
Oh my God. Mute them.
No, they needed women. Women needed to work during a certain period of time.
I knew that
at certain times.
I knew that.
When men were off, gone to war and things like that, women did have to work. So that's where women's rights came in.
World War II. Yeah.
Exactly.
No, you can go before.
They knew where this world was
Go
going.
before. Let me just make this quick point. You can go before World War II and go to the women's suffrage movement. How many women were in Congress or in the United States Senate when suffrage was passed? Miss Liv, you look like you know the answer. No?
During the suffrage movement,
about the past. We talking about now.
Okay, but you're
That's how
talking
we got here.
you were given. You
got here because a woman
by an
demanded,
all male Congress and Senate. No women. So we gave you that right to vote. Well, men gave you that right.
Vote, so I wouldn't know.
There we go. And there's another one. You know what? Let's move this before it gets.
So, okay, but I'd like to put in a rebuttal, please. There have been societies that were ran in women, not here in America, not in Western Europe, but in Africa. There have been societies that were ran by women. So no, men didn't give us anything. We had to take it. We had to fight for it. You guys wouldn't exist if it wasn't for a woman. So when I say, and the reason that women didn't have any rights and got put on the back burner is because of the oppressive practices of misogyny throughout history. But like, there has been times in history where women have ran the show. Does anybody know about Queen Elizabeth?
Hold on, Smoke, let her finish.
Have you heard of Queen Elizabeth of England? Never married, ruled the country. So
everybody.
Right. And so what I'm saying is it's not as if it's never been a historical significance where women weren't in charge and running things successfully. But it's because of the oppressive practices, which, take it or leave it, are religiously based.
You're not oppressed.
Do with that what you will.
The men still run the world. Why is that? Because if you're so
world, have you been checking statistics?
We're delivered that. Why are women not running the world?
Don't do that. We are running the world.
Well, okay. When you say
where you at, Monique?
Women are running the world.
Okay.
That's why. Let me keep. No, I'm not gonna say that.
Okay, but let me ask y'all this. She said women is LYV say women ran the world and they always been running the world. Okay, let me take you to Genesis 2:7, and I'm gonna explain something to you.
Just don't go to the Carolinians.
Okay. Yeah. Let me explain to you who was here first. And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul first. A woman was not even here. A woman was not even on the earth when God created man. And then when you drop down to verse 18, and it said, and out of the ground the Lord God formed every beast of the field, and then he gave names to every one. But then he said, and the Lord said, it is not good for man to be alone, because remember, he didn't have anybody. I will make him a help meet. A help meet, the word help meet means co-op. That means helping everything. That means she's a co-op. So what is the purpose of a woman?
Okay, so I love that you brought up the Bible.
The
Bible has been rewritten multiple times.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Are you familiar with Lilith?
Yeah, I know where you're going. Hold on. And check this out. Watch
Lilith is not even in the Bible. So what are you talking about?
Yes, she is. She's been removed, but she was in the Bible. She was in the original. The original text.
No.
Well, how did you know?
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, whether she was in the Bible or not, who was on earth first? Man or woman?
They were here together.
Show me.
Lilith and Adam were here together.
Show me Lilith.
That's not
Lilith
true.
was a leaf.
Are you familiar with the Jewish Bible, the Torah?
Yes.
Read the Torah. Lilith is in Torah.
Okay.
Judaism was before Christianity.
Show me
Right.
Hinduism was before Judaism.
Show me where
Hinduism has goddesses.
Okay,
I'm
check
just
this out.
saying, like, if you want to take it to religious basis,
what
I'm just
I'm
saying that there's
saying
other
Okay.
areas of religion
Okay,
and
hear
books
me out.
out
Hear me
there
out.
to look up.
Okay, hear me out.
Show me
What
where
I'm saying
Lilith
is-
is in the Bible.
Hold up.
Show
Hear
me
me
where
out. Watch
Lilith is
this.
in the Bible.
I said
Hold
the
up.
Torah.
The Torah.
The
I'm in the
Torah
Torah
is
right
the
now.
first 5
I'm in the
books of
Torah
the
right now.
Bible.
The first 5 books of the Bible. There
first
is
5
no
books of the
Lillian
Bible is
in
the
there,
Torah.
and the man was first. I'm in it right now. You said go to the Torah. I'm in it.
I never seen
I'm
you
in,
type.
I'm in Genesis 20. I mean Genesis 2 and 18. There is no Lillian. Whoever you say.
Lilith.
Lilith.
And there,
She's not in
and
there.
the Torah is not the Bible.
Okay, there you go. So you're not looking in the Bible. I said in the Bible.
But I mean, you're picking and choosing where you want to get your
we're not.
history from.
No, I
I'm
didn't
just
pick and
saying that
choose.
there's more than one source of
No,
the
I didn't pick and choose.
beginnings of man.
Okay,
so we
watch
have
this.
to take that into
I
consideration.
didn't pick and choose. Look, okay, here you go. I'm gonna help you out real quick. The oldest bones that were ever found on the earth were what? A man or a woman? I'll wait. I got time.
I think it was a female.
Oh, girl, you know what? Let's move on to the next question. Now you're gonna play me. Now you gonna
No,
you got all these
this is the
degrees.
type of stuff
You
we
got
be
more
talking about.
degrees in the
Men hate to be
thermometer, then
wrong.
you gonna play me, huh? You gonna play me?
Stop
Huh?
being hate to be wrong.
Yeah, there you go, right there. I knew I put her. I put her in a blender real quick.
I just Googled. It says Lilith was only mentioned only once as a dweller in a waste place in Isaiah 34, chapter 34, verse 14. But the characterization of Lilith or Lilith in the singular plural, a seducer or slayer of children, as a prehistory ancient in Babylon.
Yeah,
but
so
she is mentioned in Isaiah, so you can't say she isn't mentioned.
She was never mentioned in Genesis. In the beginning.
But you said nowhere in the Bible.
No, I said nowhere as far as before man. Man was here first.
You see how he changed his words? We'll move on.
I changed the words using Genesis 2.
No, we'll move on.
Yes. So look. See, I put you in the blender. Yeah, but that she was talking about as far as what Jan's talking about in Isaiah. That's not what she was talking about in the beginning.
And I'm also seeing it says here. It says Lilith was made at the same time as Adam, and Eve was made after. In some Judeo and Christian literature and theology, Eve was made to be Adam's wife by splitting him into two, and Lilith was the original first woman made from the same dust as Adam.
Yeah, that's
all I was saying.
Yeah, that's internet added on stuff. That's not in the Bible.
No. But
what?
Stop getting our statistics off the internet.
See what I'm saying?
No, I'm in the Bible. I'm not in the internet.
Then. We can't use no more internet statistics. Then.
I don't use internet. I'm in the Genesis 2 and 18.
We be using them like
no. I'm in the Bible. I don't know what you use. I use the Bible.
We ain't using no more. Anytime I hear internet statistics, I'm gonna say,
Yeah, you do that because I go straight here, honey. Lilith is not in the beginning, and you can't change that. But anyway, let's go to the next.
Well, hold on. See, that's a man telling you, the woman, how to think. You see what I'm saying?
What do you think? He gonna say, hey, you know what, fellas? This is what we ought to do. We ought to get all men on the earth to just strike and let women do everything and see if they can build buildings, work a jackhammer, go in the sewers, do all kind of rough stuff and see if they can make
a lot of women
what
who
you
work in labor unions and work in construction, electrical, and plumbing.
No. I didn't say do all that. I said do everything. I didn't say be a part of it. No, do it all, Jazz, since you want to be
Half of
funny.
those men
Do it all.
half of those men only got those jobs because don't nobody want to look at them.
What?
So they stay out all night working. They come home, sleep all day.
Oh my goodness. You can't even talk to these crazy. So wait a minute. So hey, look. So at what point? So at what point should somebody have stepped in with the young man cussing this girl out in that mall? I mean, you think somebody like when we grew up, somebody was usually trying to calm that situation down.
That's again. I don't need you to not agree, JT. Again, that's what the part I was talking about. We need more men to step in and tell these men how to handle things. Because if a woman had stepped in, he might have cussed her out too. So maybe that's the man's job to look after each other. The same way y'all be trying to make us women be accountable for other women. That's all I'm saying. And I'm out.
Well, nowadays it's not safe to look after each other because you might get shot.
You don't think it's safe to look after each other?
No.
So if you see somebody laying in
nowadays, it's safe to mind your business.
Exactly. I'm gonna say that because if you try to help a woman get beat up by her man, they might jump you.
Yeah, and then kill you, and then bury your
After
body.
he did bust her eye, got a lip bleed. He mad at her. She mad at him. They gonna jump on you too. I think you just need to mind the business that pays you or keep it pushing.
This is what I mean. But there's no order.
You call the police and keep going, but don't get involved.
There is no order.
What's that, Smoke?
This is all just chaos. This is all it is. There's no structure here. None.
We
and all the ones and all of the order that is set forth has been co-opted and destroyed. There is no order here.
The order left in the 80s.
Hey man, you know what? I'm gonna say, guys, I'm gonna remove myself.
With them crack babies came out.
I'm out. I'm out of trouble.
Sheila, I don't even know what to do with that. I don't even know what to do with that one.
No, because I was saying we was the last generation of order.
Y'all have a good.
No,
the rest of the podcast.
No.
I got
we done had to sit on here with you yelling at us, Smoke getting close to the camera.
Smoke, she got me with that one.
You gonna have to sit here for this one, Smoke. JT sitting. You gotta sit, Smoke.
Not for long. I'm about to get the hell off of this thing. All society's ills and dysfunction started in the 80s between men and women, according to Miss Shopaholic.
No, what I'm saying is the respect and like the structure. I remember the people that was above me. We respected our elders. We had those type of things. This generation after that don't do none of that.
I do that.
Well, the issue is the problem started. No, let me say this better so I can simplify this better. The problem started with the parents of the 80s, or us, our generation, our children, because our parents was raising our kids, and they was looking at our kids as their kids, and we wasn't being. Well, I was being a mother to mine, but we wasn't being a mother to our kids. So when our parents passed away, now we have to play mother role, and our kids don't know us as mothers. So you're my friend. So this is why they're out of control. You see what I'm trying to say?
No, I don't necessarily.
Let me elaborate that better.
I got you, Miss Shopaholic. I understand exactly what she's saying.
Monique, explain it, because I do too. I understand too, but we gotta help articulate what she's trying to say. So you bring it down.
My stomach hurts. Seriously, I'm having pains right now. That's
So that's why this generation has no emotional connection. It's a disconnect.
So y'all gonna blame
because
the big boomers
we didn't connect with our kids. You see what I'm trying to say?
Because the Generation X people didn't raise their kids, and now these YNs out here pulling guns and killing everything moving and all that. It's because of Generation X not being available and the baby boomers raising. That's what you're saying?
There's no emotional connection there. It was a disconnect. It was a disconnect because think about. I mean, I don't know how clear I have to be. Let me explain this again. I said hypothetically say I'm 16 years old and I have a child and I have 2 kids and I'm living in my mother's home. Generally, if I'm living in my mother's home, she's going to raise my kids and I'm going to go out and party and do whatever. So I'm never going to be emotionally connected to my kids the way I need to be. So therefore, my kids are going to look at my mother as their mother and look at me as a sibling. So when my mother passes away, I can't provide that connection of love because their mother passed away, the connection that they're looking for. So I can't control this child. So they mourn for disconnection of grief with their parents. You see what I'm trying to say? So I can't connect with them. So this is why they're so angry. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I got you, Michelle. I follow clearly.
Yeah, there's no love here because there is no love given. The love is lost.
I got you, Miss Shopaholic.
Okay, y'all say the love is lost. You know why?
This
Y'all know why the love lost?
Because there ain't no man there.
No, because women has, like he said, they fall out of order of the man. The woman is the man's possession.
Okay.
Hold on, Monique, before you say it, I'm gonna let you say. See, where there is no man, there's no hedge. I mean, there's no protection. It's order in everything. Like you can't go outside and just run a stoplight because there's been order put into place because you'll get a ticket. So y'all think y'all women just run around, I'm single, I don't need a man, I got 17 degrees, and I don't need a man. That's not gonna save you. You need a hedge over you to protect you at all times.
Protect us from what?
Okay.
Okay. You don't know what's coming by now, you in trouble.
Okay,
I got a gun.
Let Monique go. Let Monique go.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna break it home for both of y'all because y'all there, but y'all not touching it.
Come on, touch it.
Okay. So what Miss Shopaholic is saying, Tim, and what you're saying, Miss Shopaholic, what Tim's saying, Miss Shopaholic, you're right. In the 80s, right? Because before like the 80s, we'll just go with the 80s because that's the closest timeline that I can think of it being separated. And y'all, big age, smoke, y'all olden days, y'all had mommy and daddy in the household. Boom. By the time Miss Shopaholic's generation came, I'm assuming you was born in like the 70s or the 80s. I ain't really too sure. When that 70s and 80s generation came, the 70s parents was having babies with no baby daddies. So then they was having 80s babies and 90s babies with no man in the household, no baby daddy. Their kids were still living at home with the mama and the granddaddy.
So I grew up in a household with both parents. Okay.
So at that point, the children were raised by the mama and the granddaddy because the 80s and the 70s babies are out partying, having a good time, enjoying life. They're not spending that wholesome time teaching them the good behavior, teaching them how to be respectful, teaching them about Christ, teaching them any of that. So by the time the grandparents die, it's now the responsibility of the parent to keep that going. But if the parent was not structured right and they're so busy having fun and enjoying life, it has fallen off and there's no man in the household
there
to
you
bring
go.
all that in.
Structure and man. There you go. She said the two key words were structure and no man. She just summed it up. I tried to tell y'all.
So Miss Shopaholic was right, Tim, you was right. Y'all was just not touching.
I didn't disagree. I was just saying when those two are out of place, to answer JT's question, this is why it's chaos and hell going on right now.
Yeah. Sometimes you still had a man in the household with no structure.
You said what's that?
Sometimes still a man in the household with no structure.
Well, that means you chose the wrong man.
You know
that means the wrong man gave up.
You know what, Monique?
I knew you was gonna go there.
I did it so Monique could go there. Go ahead.
That means that the man gave up.
Because we damned if we do, we didn't know. Because when Pop started off with just one child and one wife, he had structure. He was a good man. Leroy was a good man. He took care of the household. He protected and he paid his bills. When child number 4 came on, Leroy got stressed. So he no longer was a man of structure, was no longer perceived as a good man. But now, because Mary stayed with Leroy, it's Mary's fault because she stayed with Leroy. But Leroy married and gave her protection and structure in the beginning when it was only 1 and 2 children. Now he became overwhelmed at child number 4, and the structure has lost. So now it's Mary's fault because Leroy is no longer willing to be the man he's supposed to be. Did I get that right, Monique?
Thought it was, Jazz.
No, okay, Jazz, I got you, but I gotta let you go a little bit. Boom. So when Leroy
was
with Miss Mary, even when he was stressed out and he went to Sister Patricia's house and had that second baby on the side without Miss Mary knowing about it, Leroy was still taking care of both households, and neither family knew about each other, but them kids knew they daddy. That's all I'm saying.
Like that video we watched.
Them kids knew they daddy. They was just across the train tracks.
But you know what? But because Miss Mary ain't leave that good man, you know, she chose wrong.
That's right. And
But if
guess
she
what?
left, she would have guess what she say? What Smoke say? She failed.
Smoke, they trying to mock you, man. You got to get them, man. They trying to mock
We're
you.
just trying to sum it up for the crowd in the back.
So let me ask y'all this. My question is this. So what does that say about us as a people in general?
That we against each other.
They say that y'all men fail. Because how y'all let women put y'all out the household? That's what they say. Y'all supposed to be the head.
Women didn't put us out the household. Guess who put us out?
Y'all supposed to be
the
the head.
neighborhood government. The neighborhood government.
But guess what? You're supposed to have a little bit more structure. Your voice might need to be a little bit more deeper. Your voice need to be a little bit more deeper and keep a little bit more structure. So he couldn't have did that.
Don't go there. Okay.
They don't want to hear that.
No, I second that. It is true, especially when we consider Black families. Yes, the government had a hand in breaking up our households and making it so that it becomes, they introduced drugs into our neighborhood. They also made it that you were unable to live in tenements, aka projects, if you made a certain amount of money. So the men had to leave so that the family could be supported in the tenements. But I feel also there's been an overcorrection, right? You guys talk so much about men leading the household, being married, and these women following suit. But like women were getting the shit beat out of them and marital rape and things like that.
At what percentage
and
was
so
that
in the
happening,
process, I'm sorry, I'm gonna finish.
I'm sorry.
In the process, an overcorrection happened where women started getting their rights, getting the law on their side. And so divorce shot up. And people got out of those abusive situations. And then to counter that, they said, oh, well, I'm liberated. I can do what I want. I can be with who I want. And then somehow a shift happened where men were like, well, y'all doing what y'all want. Go ahead and do it. And now we as a people no longer know how to talk to each other because we have all these stereotypes about our degrees, about not having our degrees. And what we have to do is reconnect and get in touch with our feminine, masculine side, both men and women, so we can connect better and create a new space.
Now, LYV, when you go back and you do your stats on the abuse of men and women back then, that was a very low number of men abusing their wives. So
where did you get the
hold on, Jazz? Wait a minute. Let me finish, and then y'all can talk. Let me finish, because I'm gonna tell you, I'm glad you said that, because some women use that. And then that's the whole basis of the shift that you're talking about. But that number was very low.
But where did you get the number? Where did you get that number? Was it Google?
No, you can look it up.
Where'd you get the statistics tonight?
It's in books. It's in books. You don't have to go to Google. It's in books.
Well, we need to know.
It's in history books. You can go to the library.
And the page number.
No, you can go to the library. It's in the library.
My only rebuttal to that is that there was a time in history where women were not taken seriously when they went to report the abuse. So statistically, it may appear low, but it's not. It's not indictment of what really occurred.
But what I'm saying, when you do that, though, Ms. LYP, that's going to make it look like that's the basis of the whole thing. You can't do that.
Men get abused too, right? Don't we get abused by women?
Men can get hit, yes.
Sure. Okay, so if I went down to the police station, they gonna laugh at me right in my face, right?
No, they ain't. They gonna lock that heifer up. I seen them lock them heifers up.
They're not gonna do that.
No, they been locking them heifers up.
I just have to talk quickly, and then I'm gonna bow out gracefully and let y'all have it. Go back to Tim, what we was talking about. Boom. Now you said we talking about structure and everything. How the government went and Project Living put y'all out of y'all already had structure. And wait, before you get me, I just got this question, right? Because I grew up in a little small town where there were janitors and factory workers and everybody who had their property, they own businesses, they own the states. I know what y'all gonna say, they was trying to shut us down, all of that. Before you get there though, how y'all let government, wicked housing put y'all out if y'all had structure?
If y'all had it together.
I run to that project housing. There were a lot of women who did not go to that government WIC, did not get that assistance. So something had to fall off in the men for the women to want to run to project housing. What?
Okay, I'd like to answer that, please.
It's very easy.
I'd like to answer that for 1,000.
Because all y'all
go ahead,
y'all
JT.
wouldn't know.
I'll let you handle that.
Thank you. I think I agree with what Ms. Liv said. Monique, I halfway agree with you. I'll give you about 1/4% on your analysis of that situation. But you're talking about the era of those new entitlements that came under, I think that was like Lyndon B. Johnson right after Kennedy died, somewhere around there. It started with the New Deal with Franklin Roosevelt. But if you talk about the displacement and dysfunction of the black family, that happened 200 years before in slavery. Black fathers were removed from the household. Black women had to figure out, hold on to their kids if the kids were not taken from them as well. Let me finish my point. So I'm just saying, those black fathers that wanted to be there and marry their women and be fathers were those black fathers. Those black fathers that were separated, never had that skill set to reclaim his family, work hard for his family. Those are just things that were not taught. But it also breaks down to socioeconomics too. If you see those people that came out of slavery and the Reconstruction, and those are the people that were becoming politicians, they were becoming businessmen. You can look at Tulsa, Oklahoma back in the day. There was a real divide between those who had taken care of their kids and those who did not, who could not afford to take care of their kids or had the resources or the know-how. I mean, hell, it's 2025. We still have parenting classes mandatory issued by the county, right? So this is skill sets that are still being taught and instructed. But again, if you break it down by that socioeconomic period, you'll see that more men who have access to extra resources, other than I pay my bills and I wait for the next check, but they have the ability to expose their kids to things, even if they're not with the mother, they're still being a father.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I think that you're talking about things that have happened to us since slavery. I think you're talking about things that have happened in the 70s, the 60s, 70s, leading to women empowerment. But at the end of the day, there's been one constant. The real black father, the real black man has always been an essential piece in building families, healthy families and healthy children in America.
Remember we covered that on the podcast already with Medium, man, when he actually put the statistics on the screen. I had him put the statistics on the screen about there are more black fathers involved in their kids' life than white men. There are more black men. We ain't went nowhere.
That ain't what we talking about, though, right?
No, I'm just saying that to say that.
But I agree with JT. I agree with JT.
I'm just saying that to say that the piggyback off JT as far as the movement and LYV's question was in 1968 it started with the civil rights movement of the women. They signed off on it. And we had to go out the door in order for the children to be taken care of.
But guess what? Hold on, wait. But you still
there's nothing we could do about it.
But no, you could have if you had. What you said, Monique?
If we had women's backing, yeah.
No. That's not what I'm saying. Majority of these women did not give you the backing because you didn't have what to begin with, Monique. What did you say?
Structure and stability
that you could provide.
Okay. So name. Okay, since you want to say that, watch this. Name another nation of women on the earth, no matter what's going on economically, anything that left their men.
The women did. This was not what we're saying.
No. I asked you a question. I said name a nation of women that's not on the side of their men.
What she's saying is we are not in control of that.
No, hold on. Yes, you are. You're part of the man.
No.
Look, hold on.
I agree with you.
Jazz, hold on. You're trying to conduct the conversation. And that's not what I'm talking about.
That's not fair.
No, I'm saying that's not what I'm talking about.
No, the women didn't say leave. These men have control. They're supposed to be the head of the household.
Name what in government we control. Name what in government black men control.
I'm not even talking about the government right now.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about what you're saying, what a man is supposed to be, and what he shows and what he is, right? You're saying he gets protection, right?
Look, I'm gonna show you his hands.
He's the head of his
household. His hands right
he
now.
had it together.
Here go his hands.
He had structure and he had togetherness before the government came in. You're telling me what you've been preaching this whole time.
No, hold on. You're going too fast. Hold on. First of all, you're going too fast. And I'm saying, second of all, the thing is this. Where was the woman? Okay, look here. Prior to 1940 to 1950, we were married at 100% rate. So what happened after 1950?
That's what we're asking you all.
We're telling you, y'all went this way, and you should have stayed with us.
That's not what that.
So let me hear what she's saying, because you jumped in. So jump out.
How we gonna stay with y'all if y'all didn't want to be there?
When did we not want to be there?
When you left.
When?
When you were smoking crack.
When? Hey, wait a minute. No, wait a minute. JT ain't never smoked crack. I ain't never smoked crack. Smoke ain't never smoked crack.
What y'all not understanding, young ladies, what y'all not understanding, and I'm gonna tell it to you like it is and how it was. Back in 19 58, 59, and the early 60s, guess who didn't have welfare?
Who?
The white people had welfare.
We did.
The black people didn't.
We didn't need it.
In 1968, guess who got welfare?
Whatever. I don't
Black
know.
people got welfare. Guess
they
what
said
they
we wanna
did?
find out.
Guess what they did to the fathers?
What?
They put police stations in the projects and all around so the men couldn't come home. I lived through that shit.
Okay.
That makes sense.
I lived through that shit. They took the black man out of the home.
Yeah, forcibly.
They took the black
Y'all
man
keep
out
talking
of
about
the
he just
home
left. They
to
forced
destroy the women.
Forcibly.
The only way you're gonna destroy a race is to get rid of the men. And that's what they did.
I'm trying to tell y'all.
Now I lived through that shit. Don't tell me nothing different. Because I've seen it. And I experienced the shit.
No.
They doing
Because
it
you
again.
lived it and you experienced it. This question is for you. Did you see black men get put out of houses that they owned by the police? Did you see them getting put out of affluent neighborhoods? Did you see
I saw the police kill my father when I was 4 years old. I saw him kill my father when I was 4 years old. Don't tell me that shit, Monique.
I'm sorry for your loss, but that's my
Monique.
question.
Hey, Monique. Hey, Monique.
Talking about Project
Hey,
House.
Monique, in the 70s, I lived in Morris Black in Cleveland. You can look it up. It's called Morris Black. Y'all want to Google? Y'all talking about Google and all that? Watch this. Google Morris Black down by 93rd. I watched the social worker come over our house. I got 7 siblings, where we had to go hide in the closet, and my father and the actual caseworker come in the house, check to make sure a man is not there. Is not there, so that my mother can continue to get food stamps. My father had to go hide. He had to go and hide. So
that's what I'm saying. That's my point, right? If they didn't need food stamps, right, and they didn't need welfare, kind of to go to JT's point where JT was talking about the economical social status, right? If they weren't dependent on food stamps, if they weren't dependent on welfare, there would be no need for the social worker or anybody to come, right? Because you're not getting any aid.
You get rid of the men, we'll destroy your nation.
okay, because think about like what he's saying. Who was the breadwinner at that time?
We had a house.
Yeah, who was the breadwinner at that time?
In the front yard.
You got to look at that time and place.
And me being 4 years old.
Yeah. So who was the breadwinner at that time, Monique? Who was the breadwinner?
So that's what I'm trying to get to.
That's what I'm. No. I'm working with you here. I'm saying. So who was the breadwinner at that time?
Okay, so at this time, right? Y'all men are the breadwinners.
Okay. So if the man was the breadwinner, right?
Where
So
welfare is just slowly being introduced, but before welfare was introduced, like you guys said, we didn't need welfare. We didn't need
exactly.
We didn't need anything.
Exactly.
So what was the shift that caused us to go from we don't need anything to now all of a sudden grandma and auntie is running down to the white man for food stamps and all of that?
Okay.
So let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
You know what the answer to that question is, Monique? It was the creation of the black middle and the black upper class. That's why. Because when we were segregated, you may not have education. You may just be a service worker, a maid, or whatever. But if you couldn't afford to come to my office, say I'm a lawyer or a dentist, then we bartered services. You were taken care of. Your kids were taken care of. We were, in that sense, a community. But and just like we're talking about, you want to divide them. Okay, so you have an underskilled black man who came from the South. His only skill was farming, and now he's in Chicago in the 50s and 60s. What the fuck is he supposed to do? Especially when you got the poorest white man applying for the same jobs he's trying to pay for, but because he's a poor white man, he has the advantage because he's in America. So it's not necessarily that those underskilled or undereducated black people did not want to take care or provide for their kids. They probably had jobs. They were probably the shoe shine guys. They were doing that type of stuff. They weren't exposed to the educational opportunities. They weren't exposed to the financial opportunities that the black middle class was. But even though we were separate and equal, I think the government understood that, and that's why they invested heavily in here. You can have this black suburb. And then the rest of y'all that can't afford it in the projects. And a man who's only making $10, $15 a week, how's he going to take care of a family of 4 or 5 or 6? It's impossible. So, baby, in order for us to survive, because I can't barter my service with those dudes that live across the tracks in the good neighborhood, I'm gonna have to take this help. And when you get on your feet, maybe we can make it. Hell, they made a whole fucking TV show about it. Good times.
Yeah.
Good times.
Depression. Number depression.
Adams was in the house. But I mean, look at that. He had all them damn kids, a nosy ass neighbor, and this nigga every week is trying to find a goddamn job.
Yeah, every
I
week.
pay him 50 cents an hour.
So let me.
Thank you, JT. That's
So
all.
wait a minute. So Monique, let me say this to you. Are you familiar with Black Wall Street? You familiar with Black Wall Street? LYV.
I live in North Carolina.
Huh?
I ain't got nothing but to be.
Okay, so you also familiar with the fact that Black Wall Street was in a 37 block radius, and everybody within that radius were all black, and they were all millionaires. You know how they were all millionaires? Because the banker taught the barber taught the shoe shine boy how and where to put their money. So, and then once they became a community, like JT said, and they were thriving, because if you actually go read the documentary of it, I think they were about to deal with the bank in Russia, outside the United States. What happened to them people when they start flourishing outside the white community? What happened to the people?
Well, I know about the total, but in Durham, that's a whole story.
No, I'm just saying. So they got burnt up and put out.
Yeah, but in Durham, or Black Wall Street in Durham, that's a totally different story.
No, I'm just saying the Black Wall Street in Oklahoma, 1921. I'm saying that to say, saying that right. We didn't need.
So what I'm saying is, there. If you look up Black Wall Street, Durham, North Carolina, you'll see what I'm talking.
Yeah.
Commissioner Pollock's point. That's what happened to Black Wall Street in Durham.
Yeah, it happened in all of them.
Yeah, it wasn't
right.
no burning. It was crack.
Yeah, well, they got different forms of. It's just different. Different political ways to break us up, but it's the same. The same.
Like that, but structure and stability is knowing what's being put in front of you. So that's what I guess that's what my point in my roundabout way of saying. When you guys blame women for the lack of structure and stability, you also got to blame the man too in some point, because y'all went from being bankers and doctors and lawyers and barbers and skilled laborers to allowing white shit to take y'all off y'all square. Auntie didn't put that crack rock to y'all mouth. You get what I'm saying? Like I feel like if we as a society took the blame all around, yeah, women, we put y'all out, but men, y'all ain't give us a reason not to. You get what I'm saying? Like, I understand like the what JT was saying, you know, the separation of statuses. I totally completely agree with JT on that. But you also had a lot of affluent people who really went under due to a drug. You get what I'm saying? Due to like things like that. So that's why when we were saying
we didn't bring crack to our neighborhood.
You know what? The moral story
that
is
was flown in.
I think everybody failing to realize the real truth here.
What's that?
Because, like you said, you grew up in Morris Black. I grew up in King Kennedy.
Right, so you familiar.
Yeah, but my father was down there too. But yeah, I do understand all of that. But the moral story is this, because it's still happening right now.
That's right.
Is we not really holding men accountable for making excuses for that being the reason why they left the household? Because they're still doing it now. Without government assistance. You understand what I'm saying?
I'm saying you saying men are still leaving the home.
Right, because they don't want to be men. You understand what I'm saying? You want to be taken care of instead of being taken care of the family, or even 50-50, however you want to put it.
I totally disagree with that. I raised 5 kids.
No, I'm not speaking for yourself as an individual. I'm not for you as an individual. I'm saying for the majority of men that make excuses.
Smoke, you come from that generation that we're not talking about.
Yeah, I'm talking about like we have men that leave the household because they don't want to clean up.
Yeah, Smoke, you not in
so
this
you want to move out because you don't want to clean up?
Whatever Z, X, Y, A, B, C, I don't know which generation.
I'm a boomer.
You not in that generation. You can't put yourself in our struggles because, like you said, you had it differently.
All right, well, let me ask this then, because the question was, what does this say about our people in general? And see that tree got a lot of branches, and a lot of that you got to do a lot of studying on, as far as where JT came from, where Miss Shopaholic came from, where Miss LYB and Monique with her birthday glass in her hand, and where smoke came from. But what we will say is that, let's just say this. The Bible tells us to come back together. We're talking about men and women, and we work on this thing together, and we won't need nobody, or we won't have to blame nobody. As far as
wait, let me say this. Let me say this with all good intention.
All due respect, go ahead.
Right. Well, all due respect and all good intention. Just remember this: we can't make it without each other.
That's what I'm trying to tell y'all.
I agree.
We can't do it.
Yeah,
we can't do it.
And after I read First Coronations,
First Corinthians.
Yeah,
that must be 24% in that cup. That's at least 24%. That's 24%. That ain't no 5%.
First Courageous.
First collaborations. Go ahead, y'all. We'll wrap it up, but go ahead.
So, but after reading that with y'all, I will say I have actually had a change of how I see men.
Okay.
So
good.
I give respect to y'all for that, because you know me, I was on that train too. I make a lot of money. I really don't need you.
Yeah,
but
there you go.
You know, like I said, my car oil need to be changed right now. My trash need to be taken out the trash man.
And who you need?
You know, so
who you need? You need Roto-Rooter? You need Roto-Rooter, or you need Valvoline? It's a man waiting on you.
So what did she say she read?
So I'm saying I agree with you, Tim, in the respect that we do need to come back together.
That's the main thing.
Not actually read that and had a pure understanding. And by the way, you wanted Bible study on Sunday. I was really upset.
Look, you know what? I had to apologize to Jazz and Smoke. My car was broke, so I was actually being a man working on the car. And
no, he wasn't. He was inside my job buying a bird. Stop lying.
That wasn't Sunday. That was during the week. That was during the weekday. But you know what? All in all, y'all absolutely everybody got good points and right. And Miss LYB, you got to come back on because we ain't done with you.
Thank you so much for having me. This was really awesome. I really appreciate each and every last one of you and your perspective. So thanks again for having me.
No, absolutely. We lost Jazz. Jazz bust a vein in her
forehead. Tim made my girl mad. So you need to call her and apologize.
She bust a vein, so she had to run.
You
this
know
is stuff that we have to talk about.
Jazz,
well, Monique got hot. She had to go outside and get some air.
But
Dad don't give no flowers, Mr. Alcoholic. I'm gonna give them to you still. We need to make these men's brains spin a little bit.
Hey, JT.
Hey, that North Carolina connection is doing a little bad right now. I think you got a couple of pigeons flying over your head.
JT be over it.
Come on back in.
It all started in the 80s. Damn the 80s. Be a better place, better people.
Sometimes comedy is needed, and I love to laugh. Comedy is needed sometimes to get the point across. So you do a very good job of making people think, even though it's funny, and the way you present it, it's really all the way around. The way you doing it.
I don't care if I piss you off, I'm gonna make you still laugh at the same time.
Because you bring a light to this. You get what
I
I'm
want
saying?
people to use the left side of their brain sometimes instead of just the right side. Use the other side. You got that big old brain, just use the one side of it. I'll be wanting people to actually go do your look. Jazz just saying about Google. You use Google. Look, use Google. Get books. Go to the library. If I say something that you don't agree with, go look it up. If JT say something you don't agree with, go look it up. If Miss LYB say something, go look it up. You don't just sit there and listen to nobody just because they saying stuff. You go look it up and you see if it is true. Because we know one thing that's true is there's always an opinion and there's a fact.
But you, Miss Shopaholic, I gotta give you flowers, girl, because you need to come back every Wednesday. Because the see them over there stuck.
JT said no.
You need to be here on Wednesdays. It's the energy, like you turn it up. I'm telling you.
Yeah. She do some
videos.
poking, boy.
I watch these videos when we log off. I go straight to YouTube to watch these videos.
Yeah, she watching.
Tim can attest to it.
Yeah, she do.
The times you're on there, you probably got some of the highest views out here. I'm
Yeah.
not playing. I look at viewership. Girl, this is your craft. Keep doing it. If you gotta come up here, you gotta light with you, and it works for us. Okay, it's
Thank
needed.
you.
Because sometimes we be here a little dry, and I get tired of Tim and his women bashing sessions.
Hey, look here. She said she get tired of women bashing. Well, tell the women to stay off the internet twerking. You wouldn't have to worry about it. It ain't me. They on there.
You heard that right. You said pick up a hammer and start working.
You know, so I respect how you move. It's funny to me. I promise you, I was like in depression all week. I'm not even finna lie to y'all. My birthday tomorrow, and I was like literally hitting depression all week. Me and Jazz was debating, and Jazz was like, I don't know, should we go on tonight? I was like, yeah, we need to go on tonight because I need some high energy. And to see you log on here, depression is gone, baby girl. I'm ready for my birthday tomorrow. Me and this 40 proof, we good.
You ain't know I was bringing that. Hey, look, I just made a name for it just this quick. I just made a name for it just that quick. It just came to me. Miss LYV is the woman JT. She's the woman JT.
It works. I'm telling you, it works.
She sounds just like JT. She's just the woman version.
Miss LYV, live. If I'm saying it right, keep it up. You know,
she sounds just like him, boy. She brought
education.
She sure did.
JT brought education. Tim and Smoke got the Bible.
Yeah.
Me, Jazz, and Miss Shopaholic, we just got chaos.
And it's a beautiful thing. We all balance each other out. This was wonderful.
It works.
So with
now,
that said,
I'm not the one getting cussed out by JT and getting laughed at. I love it. Somebody can match JT energy and shut him down. I love it.
Monique,
Monique.
With these two on here today, JT ain't got time for you. He got to handle other stuff.
I love it. I love it. It works, you know.
She thought it worked.
I was just sitting here with my 40 proof, and I accept it.
JT got more than he can handle tonight, but he did it. He can handle it.
JT thought he was
JT face though.
As soon as I said something, JT was ready. I bowed out because I knew Miss Shopaholic had it. I just shut up.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. What did she have? She still owes me every time she come in here. You come in here. It's like a beautiful Thanksgiving dinner. And here comes she walks all the way over to the beautiful Thanksgiving dinner, and she flips the fucking table over.
Here come the cousins that you didn't want over, huh?
You don't even get mad. Like, is that my Is that my turkey? Why would you?
It might have been dry. It might not have been a good thing. She saved everybody.
Table over.
She saved everybody. It might not have been no seasoning on the turkey. She had to come in with the seasoning. Miss Shopaholic, they ain't gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you, sis. Keep coming. I love it. I love it.
Hey, Monique, since you're talking, you got any shout outs before we go?
Well, you know, you guys, it's my birthday. You know, if you want my cash out, JUC, FXCK, you know, IT, just fuck it. It's my birthday tomorrow.
Happy birthday.
JT, you got any shout outs you want to sit out before we go? JT, you got any shout outs before we go?
Well, what I usually do, yell to the brush.
Smoke, what you got, baby?
Okay, love, peace, and happiness.
Don't forget the chicken grease.
Miss LYV, what you got? You got any shout outs? Anybody you want to say?
Peace and blessings to everyone.
Okay, she saw. You know what she need?
And
She
y'all
need
didn't
a
ask
big.
me.
Hey, Miss Shopaholic, your cousin need a big flower.
You didn't ask me to have any child.
I'm getting to you, Miss Shopaholic. Your cousin need a big flower on the side of her head. Because she's like, peace, soul.
She's such a sweetheart.
What you got, Miss Shopaholic?
Chill, don't pay no bills.
Oh, chill, though.
What you say, Miss Shopaholic? They need a hammer.
Hey, you know what Miss Shopaholic trying to do? She's trying to send somebody to the grave with a hammer in their hand. She wants somebody to go to the grave.
He was a hard-working man.
Hey, look, she talking about he was a hard-working man. That insurance policy show is good.
Actually, you need to call my friend when you get up off here. You know we sensitive.
Oh, God. You said, who called your friend?
I said, you need to call my friend. You know we sensitive.
Yeah, I call her.
What are your thoughts?
Jazz is upset for real?
Yeah, you see, she logged off because Tim told her she need to get on off. So she
No, I
took
told
it
her
personally and got on off.
No, I said, get off that subject, not that. Not get off. She jumped off. I said, you need to get off that.
Oh, Jazz.
Y'all is crazy.
I'm the only one on here that was yelling, so I don't know what.
No, JT started yelling a little bit too. What did she got?
Peace.
What did she got? All right. We'll
Welcome to the clips.
Thanks, y'all. Bye.
Next week, 8 o'clock. At Clips Podcast. 8 o'clock every Wednesday. To catch y'all then. All right.